besties. Welcome to Plot Twists and Punchlines, the podcast where we bring you laughs, comfort, and questionable takes.
I'm Steph,
And I'm Mel.
two best friends here to distract you from the world and talk about life, books, and everything in between.
So grab your blanket, your drink, and your emotional support book boyfriend.
And let's get into today's episode.
All right. Well, we realized last week that we never introduced ourselves.
Yeah, so let's just take a few minutes to talk about our favorite things, which is us.
Okay, go ahead.
So I'm Steph. I'm 32 years old. I was born and raised here in Michigan. I like long walks on the beach. Just kidding. The beach turns me into a lobster. I'm too Irish for it. So. I have 2 dogs, 2 cats, and a fiance, as mentioned in the previous episode, and will be mentioned again in this episode.
Many times.
I am what I like to call an extroverted introvert, which means that I'm very friendly and I love making friends, but those friends have to be okay with brain rotting on the couch while we both scroll on TikTok and talk like once every 10 minutes.
That is us.
Yeah.
That is us.
Otherwise, I mean, I work in insurance and I do love it most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
I like to read a lot, obviously, because we're doing this podcast. My favorite band is Sleep Token. And honestly, my favorite activity is taking naps. But I really am an open book, so I don't know if anyone has any questions, they can DM us, but don't be weird. Don't be gross.
Well, I also work in insurance. That's actually how we met. We
Yes.
worked at the same office for a couple of years. No, we don't anymore. We work for 2 completely different companies now.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And neither one of us at the original company.
Yeah. So still insurance though. So
Yes. And no bad blood with the first company, but
No.
our boss got a promotion and then had to close her off. It's a whole
there's a
big
whole story,
thing.
but
No bad blood.
no bad
No
blood.
no bad blood at all.
Yeah. Everyone is great. Everything is great.
Yes. I'm 30. I have 1 dog and I have 1 human. No fiancés, no boyfriends, nothing like that. So this is going to be a super fun Valentine episode. I spend most of my time reading or writing. I'm currently working on a psychological thriller called Wrong Swipe. I'm on its 3rd draft. I'm working with an editor right now to get it where it's going. Steph, just for the first time, read a couple of episodes.
I was gonna say
of it.
I had the pleasure of reading like the first 5 chapters. You guys, when this book comes out, you have to buy it. Like, it's so good. It's so good, and it's not just because she's my best friend. Like, it's really good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We'll see what the beta readers say when I start sending it up to them soon.
Whatever. Nobody cares about the betas. All about the alphas.
Well, the alpha readers, I actually probably shouldn't admit this, but I skipped that part because I was usually when you try to traditionally publish, you don't do an editor. You send it to alpha readers, and they give you the feedback on like the punctuation and stuff, like what you gave me feedback on.
Yeah. So I'm
in case
an
you guys
alpha.
were wondering, I suck at punctuation.
Like, why are all these commas here? I don't understand.
I love a comma. Okay, it's like the only thing I know how to use, so I use them way too much.
And no periods.
And no, don't. So usually we do alpha readers, and then they kind of give like foundational feedback. I was so embarrassed by like my spelling and my punctuation that I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna hire an editor, and then when it's edited, then I will send it to beta readers, and then I'll like follow the path from there. I just wanted to do a shortcut because I was so embarrassed. But that's pretty much it. I do nothing except read and write and annoy anybody who made the horrible decision of trying to be my friend.
Oh.
Pretty much it.
Love that for me.
Yes.
Okay, so I have a story for you.
Okay.
That happened this morning, and I thought that it was just a really sweet moment.
Okay.
I don't know if everyone will find this sweet, so like
We're gonna find out.
Yeah, trigger warning maybe. It just dementia.
Okay.
Dementia and old, like losing memories, stuff like that.
Mhm.
So my grandmother is 94. She's going to be 94 years old this year.
Aw.
and I know she um yeah, she's really really sweet. She still gets up every single day, takes care of herself. Like she can do pretty much everything.
I
But
remember in the office that we used to work in, we had that older lady who was probably like in her mid 90s that used to go to the gym every day.
yes,
Yeah.
if I'm 90 years old, I am not going to the gym.
Me either. And she would go to the gym that was like right across the street from our office, which is why she would come in
Yeah,
all the time.
forget that.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
I no. I don't even want to live past 90. Like as soon as I start shaking when I walk, pull my plug. Put me on a plug and then pull it.
That's funny you say that because my grandma does frequently say, like, why am I still alive? Like, I don't understand. Why am I living so long? She does say that. Um, so my mom messaged our group chat this morning,
Okay.
and so a little bit of a backstory. My sister got my mom these like garden birds.
Okay.
Like birds that people put in their garden. They're like statues, right? My mom is obsessed with them. So we got some, my sister got some for her for Christmas. And they're beautiful. They're like multicolored and they're in the living room right now because it's winter.
Mm-hmm.
So my mom messages the group chat this morning and she goes, Grandma insists that those birds are hers. She says that almost every day, I don't know who got them for me or where they came from, but I really do love them.
It sounds like they are hers now.
That's what I said. I was like, Mom, I'm sorry to tell you, those are her birds until she's not here anymore. Like, those are her birds.
Loan them out for a few years. You'll get them back.
Yeah, but I thought it was so sweet. I was like, that's adorable.
My grandma also struggles with either dementia or Alzheimer's. I'm not sure what the diagnosis is. She lives in a different country where they don't speak English. So like I know it's like some kind of memory loss. I just don't know which one.
Yeah.
But she every time I talk to her and she asks me how I'm doing, I have to remind her that I have a child because she forgets. And she'll always ask me like what my daughter's name is, and it's my great grandmother's name, so her name. And every time she's like, "Oh my god, you named her after my mom. That's so sweet." I've told her that about like 10 times, and every time she's cried.
Oh, that's so nice. That is so sweet. Oh.
Yes.
Well, today's episode is sorry for all those who are haters. It is about Valentine's Day, but not like stereotypical Valentine's Day. We're doing like, there's some history about Valentine's Day, which turns out to be surprisingly dark.
Oh.
And then, yeah, just.
And don't worry, haters. I'm single too. It's okay.
Yeah, it's fine. I have beef with Valentine's Day as well. And I don't think I've been single on a Valentine's Day since I was in high school.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, I've always had
I barely have relationships, so
that's okay. You don't need them.
I don't. I've been doing quite fine without them.
Yes,
actually.
I agree. Okay, so I was doing some research on Valentine's Day. I knew that it was after like Saint Valentine.
Okay.
But turns out
it's after Cupid.
I don't know anything about Cupid. I didn't research the Greek mythology of it, but
oh, is he Greek mythology? I don't know anything about
Greek.
Cupid either, other than he's like a baby with a divey who shoots in the ass.
Yeah, I think that's Greek mythology. Okay, so Valentine's Day actually kind of started off a little bit dark. Okay, so it's a mix between pagan, which is how most of our holidays started, and Roman, like fertility rituals.
Fun.
Yeah, so they would do something called Lupercalia. I think I'm saying that right, which is like a fertility rite day. Right? It's like a celebration, quote unquote. And basically what they would do is they would sacrifice like animals, like goats and dogs and stuff, and then they would whip the women with the animal hides because they thought that it increased their fertility. Yeah.
Men.
I know. So that's what would happen during that day. And then there was also the matchmaking lottery where men would draw women's names from a jar to pair up for that festival, and then sometimes longer.
This sounds a lot like I want to say it's calamari, but it's not that from Akatar.
Oh yeah, I thought of that too. It's calamine,
Something like
calamine,
that.
something like
Something like
that.
I kept reading as calamari, even though I know
Yeah,
it was wrong.
yeah,
But it
yes,
sounds a lot like that.
yeah. It is very similar. Um,
Weird.
yeah, and then they would also well, some theories suggest that there was a wolf themed rite of passage involving consuming human flesh for young men who were transitioning to adulthood.
And Tamlin turned into a wolf.
Right, which would link the wolf imagery in Roman culture. So, yeah, so it kind of, and this all happened in mid-February.
Okay.
The reason that it was chosen February 14th is because of, so the Christian martyr. Eventually, Valentine's Day was Christianized. And so this is where the Valentines come in. So
Okay.
Saint Valentine of Rome was imprisoned for defying Emperor Claudius by secretly marrying Christian couples. And he actually,
Wait, so they got in trouble for marrying. Sorry, I have to be comfortable. They got in trouble for marrying Christian couples. So
yes,
he was like a pagan.
yeah,
Okay.
yep. So he got in trouble for marrying Christian couples, and he also, because he was a saint, saints were also known to like, have abilities to like heal people and stuff like that. So,
Okay.
this Saint Valentine of Rome, the story is that he cured his jailer's daughter of blindness before he was executed on
Nice.
February 14th. And then Saint Valentine of Terni was a bishop who also martyred around the same time for refusing to renounce his faith. And the reason that they don't know if these are two separate people is because their stories very much like overlap. So
Okay.
it's unclear if, both of these were for Saint Valentine of Rome or if there really was another Saint Valentine of Terni who just happened to be martyred at the same time for not renouncing his faith.
Or it could have been like another guy with a completely different name, and they just like,
Yeah, yeah, it could have been.
That is like a 1,000-year-old game of telephone.
Yeah. And then the Christianization happened in the 5th century with Pope Gelasius. And he established St. Valentine's Day on February 14th to Christianize the pagan Lupercalia festival. So, yeah.
Back then, did they also used to whip the women when it got switched to Christianity, or did it just start with the candy hearts?
I think it just, once it was Christian, we would move to candy hearts.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know about that. We'll have to look more into that one.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about Valentine's Day history.
It was
this now.
It was just kind of an interesting thing. And then when I was looking that up, there was also so there was a Valentine's Day massacre in 1929 in Chicago.
I heard about that.
That involved like a lot of the gangs in well, it was two specifically. One of them was Al Capone's gang.
Yeah.
And basically I didn't read a whole lot of the details, but basically, there was a gang fight and there were murders, and it solidified the gang presence in Chicago, first of all. But it also solidified Al Capone's position within the gangs. Like, this guy means business,
I know this has nothing to do with gangs or Al Capone or Valentine's Day, but did you see that the cartel was shooting ICE in the ass?
No.
They put out something saying that they were going to start targeting ICE, and then like a couple of days later there was a news report saying that they shot them in the butt.
Oh my god.
Applause.
What is happening?
Applause.
Yeah, round of applause. Do we have that?
I love that.
Oh my gosh. We try not to get too political on this show. This is not the place for it. But
sometimes it just slips out.
Sometimes it just happens.
I am who I am.
It just fits in. So yeah, that was my little Valentine's Day.
I love it.
History.
And we need like the more you know.
Yeah, the more you know.
From the Reading
Reading
Rainbow?
Rainbow.
Yeah, Reading Rainbow.
Reading Rainbow.
I don't remember how it goes. It was so long ago.
Yeah, I didn't watch it ever because I didn't
definitely
always like reading.
watched it. I mean, I don't think I liked reading when I was watching it on PBS. I don't think I knew how to read when I was watching it on
Oh,
PBS.
maybe, I don't know.
Maybe, I don't know.
I read books for a minute when I was young, and then I was like, reading's boring.
What did you like when you were young? I was obsessed with Amelia Bedelia.
Amelia Bedelia.
Yes. Which is funny because Amelia is now my pen name.
Yes, that's so funny.
I didn't plan that. I just like.
Yeah, that's so funny. I read probably most of was it the BFF's book club or something like that?
Babysitter's Book Club?
Babysitters, yeah, the Babysitters
Yeah.
Club. Yep, I read most of those.
I also really liked the Magic Tree House.
Magic Tree House, yep.
Mm-hmm.
And then I also read I think my first like real chapter book series was The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe.
Oh, I never read that.
Yeah.
I think my first was, surprise to nobody, Goosebumps.
Oh, yeah. I did read some of those.
I was obsessed with Goosebumps. I'm surprised you read those.
Yeah, we would go to like Mackinac City all the time when I was young. And every time we went there in a gift shop, I would get the next Goosebumps book that I wanted to read. I think
that those series like are what made me want to start reading because I would always be like, oh, this would be so cool. Oh, this would be so cool.
Yeah. It would be so cool to murder someone.
And now I'm writing a book about murdering someone. So full circle.
Yeah, life comes full circle. Okay, speaking of full circle, back to Valentine's Day. And honestly, your book. Because what's it called? It's called Swipe Right. Or the right swipe?
Wrong swipe.
The wrong swipe. Okay.
Yeah. I didn't think about that for a second. I forgot for a second. I was like, wait, is it? I don't know.
So speaking of that, did I ever tell you about how Jason and I met?
I know you guys met on a dating app, I think.
Yeah. So we met on a dating site, Bumble.
And the reason I don't know, guys, is because they met before I met her.
Yeah. This was pre Steph and Mel friendship.
Yes.
So we met on Bumble, and it's, for those who don't know, it's one where like you swipe left or right, much like Tinder, but
this is the one where the girls say first. Right?
Yeah, the girls have to message first. Yeah. So I was on Bumble and I came across his profile, and I was swiping through his pictures, and I was like, hey, he's pretty cute. But I really like to read about people. I just think that I think it tells me like more about the person than just, a picture does. I don't really like, pictures are nice, right? But I like to hear a little bit about you. If you're funny, like, I need to be able to laugh. So anyway, Jason's pickup line, quote unquote, or his like bio said, if women can't find you handsome, they may as well find you handy. And I thought that was so funny.
And he is a very handy guy. He actually fixed my disposal today through text messages.
Yes, he's very handy. So
I woke up this morning and my disposal was broken, and I immediately texted Stephanie, hey, can you ask Jason how to fix this?
She was like, help.
And he did. He walked me through it over text message.
Yeah,
so it was great.
Yeah.
Super handy.
Yeah. So that's what made me swipe right on him. I mean, obviously I thought he was cute, but just, I don't know. If you can make me laugh, it's going to be a yes. You know what I mean? So I just thought that was fun.
Yeah, I think if you're not laughing in a relationship, then what are you even doing?
Yeah.
Maybe that's why I'm still single. I need someone who makes me laugh constantly, or else I get bored of you.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, there's a few reasons.
Yeah.
We don't need to go into them today.
Right. Okay, so that reminded me of pickup lines. And since it's Valentine's Day, I think we should share some of our... Do you have, like, some of your favorites?
I think I do.
Okay.
I've never actually, like, used them on anybody, but I definitely have, like, favorites I've heard in the past.
Yeah, okay. One of my favorite ones is... I would ask if you want to see a movie with me, but I'm not allowed to bring in snacks.
I love that one,
So
especially
silly.
because we both hate movies.
I know.
Not movies, movie theaters.
Right, movie theaters.
Okay, well, I hate movies, but
Yeah. I don't hate movies, but I do hate movie theaters.
yeah,
Hate them so much.
I don't hate movies. I just don't watch them
Yeah.
ever. I'm
Yeah.
like one of those people where you could be like, "Hey, did you watch this movie?" I'm like, "No, absolutely not."
Yeah.
No.
Well, you also have a child, so I feel like
True.
most of what you watch is going to be.
No, she doesn't watch movies either.
Oh.
Yeah, she has like no attention span. She's like me. Like we just can't sit still
Okay.
long enough to like pay attention to a full movie.
Yeah.
Might
Okay,
be the
what's
ADHD.
Yeah, might be the ADHD. Tell me
Alright.
one of yours.
I would say one of my favorites that I've heard is, "Are you a beaver? 'Cause damn." Still
So lame. I love it. What about, is your name Buzz Lightyear? Because I want you to take me to infinity and beyond.
That reminds me of the one that's like, "Are you Buzz? Like, I'll be the Woody to your something like that. Something about a Woody. I don't know."
Oh,
Sorry,
man.
Stephanie's mom.
Yeah, sorry about that. Oh my gosh.
All right. I think my next one would be I'm not into Pokemon, but can I get a pic of you? A Pikachu?
Oh my gosh. Pikachu. That's funny.
Pikachu.
Stop it. Oh my gosh. Are you asthma? Because looking at you is giving me respiratory distress.
That was fantastic.
Oh
You
my
need
gosh.
to become a doctor just so you can say that.
I will.
Yes.
Yes.
Get your job, go to medical school,
Yeah.
and then come back to
The
me
8
with
years
results.
and like $80,000 worth of grad
Totally
school.
worth it just to make that land.
Yeah, just to use that.
Exactly. Do you work for UPS? Because I swear I saw you checking out my package.
Okay. Oh, that's so silly. These pickup lines are so cheesy. I don't think anyone's ever actually used a pickup line on me though.
Never used a pickup line on me either.
No.
And like not purposely. Like I've said pickup lines to people as jokes.
Right,
But
but
no
it was
one's
never
ever-
not to grab my attention,
No.
you know.
What's the weirdest thing anyone's ever said to you to like get your attention?
Oh man. I don't know, but I feel like you have one, so let me think while you talk.
When I was a flight attendant, okay, newsflash, I was a flight attendant before. Me and my friend, Christiana, were in Arizona, and we were like walking. I don't even know what it's called. Like, yeah, like the strip.
Mhm. Yeah.
Whatever you call those. I know words. I promise. We were walking down the strip, and we were outside a couple of clubs. And it was we weren't going to the clubs. It was when I was 19. I wasn't old enough to get into any of them.
Mm-hmm.
Not that I tried.
No, you totally didn't.
Never.
You didn't have like a fake ID.
No, I actually didn't. I've never had a fake ID.
Me neither.
I didn't. I was never like cool enough to know anybody who
No.
made them.
Yeah, and I was a goody two shoes. Like I didn't drink alcohol until I was 21. Nope.
Me either.
Right.
No. No breaking the laws over here.
Nope. I think probably the only law that I broke before I was 20. Nope, not that, because I didn't get my license until I was 23. So
Really? I got my driver's license when I was 19. That's when my dad let me get it. That's when I was allowed to.
allowed. Wait,
So
so
I was
what did
granted permission. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
what did they
story
say?
time. Sorry. So we were walking outside and he came up to us and he was like, "Have you ever heard of a smoky pickle?" And I was like,
What?
"No." And I was like young and naive. So
You're
I was
like, no, tell me about that smoky pickle. What are you talking about?
I was like, "No, what is it?" And he was like, "Well, it's when you take the end of a cigarette butt." And this is the first thing he said to me. He didn't even say hi. He was just like, "Have you ever heard of a smoky pickle?"
Okay.
And I was like, "No, what is it?" And he was like, "Well, it's when you take the end of a cigarette and you put it out on someone's." And I just looked at him, and I thought it was like a punchline or something. So I just like,
Yeah,
sat
you're
there
like
like
waiting for the joke.
like just smiling at him because he was attractive. So I was just like, tell me more.
And
And then he was like, have you ever done that before? And I was like, no. And then that's when it like clicked to me that he was just a creep.
right.
And I was like, no. And I like backed up a little bit. He was like, well, I could go grab us a pack. So I was like, no, who the F are you?
Yeah, that's
And
creepy.
we left. And then that same exact night, Arizona's freaking weird, man. So we got creeped out by that guy because he kept like following us as we were walking away. So we went and we sat down at a restaurant inside. And then this guy came and sat at our table. Again, just like we went and sat at this table to avoid that creep. And this guy came and sat at our table and he was like, so how do you guys know each other? And we're like, oh, we're coworkers. We're friends. And he was like, do you guys have boyfriends? And both of us were single at the time. Surprise, surprise, I was single.
Yeah.
Both of us were single at the time. Well, she wasn't, but she was like in an open relationship.
Been there.
So
it's not worth it.
If it works for you, it works for you.
You know,
no
I know. I
judgments.
don't judge you,
Yeah.
but I'm just saying.
So we were both like, I don't remember if she said no or not. I feel like she did because he wouldn't have said the next part if she didn't say that she was single. And then he was like, have you guys ever had threesome? Do you want to? And I was like, what? Like, what is wrong with you people?
People are so...
How do you just say that immediately to someone you just met?
They have no shame.
There's something going on that street.
In Arizona. Yeah.
We, like, left after that. We were like...
I don't blame you.
No, we were only there, like, because, you know, we're only there for, like, a night. We just kind of wanted to hang out. Like, that's what we like to do. And usually what I didn't go to, like, bars or something when I had layovers. I would go to, like, the national parks, but we landed late. And then...
nerd.
I like to hike, and I don't drink, and I don't drink a lot.
Yeah.
So...
Plus you were 19.
I was 19, yes. So, I mean... what is there to do other than to hike? Because I didn't want to just stay in the hotel room either. And then all of the other flight attendants would go to bars. Right. So, but she was also under 21. My friend. So yeah, after that we just like left. Oh, though what I was saying was that it was like the plane landed late, so everything the only things that were open were like nightclubs.
Yeah. See, I didn't think of anything that someone has said to me to get my attention, but
no smoky pickles?
No smoky pickles. But I do have a story about how easily influenced I am when I am under distress. Okay.
It's a lot.
It is a lot. So basically, I was living with my sister. Me and my ex were living with my sister.
Okay.
And we were moving from Wisconsin back to New Hampshire. And for some reason, I just think that all of our stuff didn't fit in my sister's car. And so me and my ex had to walk to the bus stop with the rest of our stuff while my sister and her boyfriend at the time drove our other suitcases. And we were taking a Greyhound bus from Wisconsin to New Hampshire. So, and it was hot. It was like the dead of summer. And you know how I feel about heat.
You hate it.
Anybody who knows me. I can't stand it.
You hate heat the way I hate cold.
Yeah. Like I would... I hate the hot. So we're walking to the bus stop on probably one of the hottest days in August. And this guy just comes out of the bushes and is like, hey, you guys need help carrying that stuff? And I was like, yes, absolutely, we do. This is heavy. And my partner at the time was like, no. We don't need any help. We're good. Like, we're fine. And I was so ready to just hand over all of our stuff to this strange man. He was like, I'll do it for $5. I was like, yeah, I got 10. Like, please help me carry this. Yeah.
I'm glad your partner was there.
Me too. Because
you're about to pay someone to rob you. And give him a $5 tip.
Yeah. It was hot. I didn't want to carry our stuff anymore. I was mad that it was even hot. Yeah, it was a bad time, but that is a weird random guy story. I'm sure he was homeless. So speaking of these horror stories, I do have a Valentine's Day horror story that, like, it's not a horror story. It's in my brain, it's a horror story because it was just like a whole set of firsts, right? And it happened on Valentine's Day. first date with my first boyfriend.
Okay.
And I was in ninth grade. He was in eighth grade, which was a scandal,
Okay.
right? And
Yeah, a high schooler dating a middle schooler. A little
okay,
weird.
first of all, listen. First of
I'm
all,
listening.
in my school system, the ninth graders were in their own building. It was seventh and eighth grade was junior high, and then
Okay.
high school was like 10 through 12. Okay.
Oh, that's weird.
And like this made it better. I would be like, it's fine. He got held back.
It does make it a little bit better because you guys were the same age.
Yeah.
But like,
Yeah, it was still just like a weird thing. So, anyway, and it was my best friend's younger brother. So, there's a lot of moving
there's
parts
a lot
there.
of books that start just like this.
Yeah. So, we went like on our first date on Valentine's Day to the movie theater, which is a very I don't remember if I mentioned this before, but I feel like movie theater dates is like that's when you're in middle school, when you're like, you don't really care about seriously getting to know someone. I also hadn't had my first kiss at that point. So
Okay.
I was like, okay, it's Valentine's Day. This is our first date. I'm going to get my first kiss in the movie theater and it's going to be great. Well, we were at the movies and we were like, everything was awkward, right?
Yeah.
So my my mom dropped us off and like it was very just middle school-esque. It's cringy to think about, but we're holding hands in the movie theater
Cute.
and I am like hell bent on getting this kiss, okay? I'm like
You're wearing your like cherry
yeah.
chapstick, hair done.
Yeah, I was and he just wasn't making the move and I was like, what is happening? So finally, the movie's almost over. This is so cringy. The movie's almost over, and I'm like, why aren't you kissing me? I was like, kiss me right now. And he was like, okay.
You traumatized that boy.
No, he wanted to kiss me. So it was it was after the fact that I learned what was really happening. So I had my first kiss in the movie theater.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, he was like, no, I just didn't want to do it because there was a group of kids from my school there and like I didn't want them to like make fun of me or anything like that. And I was like, oh, that's weird. Why would they make fun of you for kissing a girl? Like, wouldn't that be like good for you? I don't know. So that was my Valentine's Day. And then my mom picked us up and it was wintertime. So I slipped and fell like all the way under the car and he laughed at me.
I would have too.
I would have too, but listen, after I literally like had to beg you to kiss me in a movie theater in front of some dumb eighth graders, and then you laugh at me.
I just want to know what the people behind you thought when you were just like, kiss me.
Well, it wasn't loud. I was still polite.
Movie theaters are, I guess they're not that quiet. The movies are loud.
Yeah, the movie was loud. But yeah, that was probably the worst Valentine's Day I've ever had.
Well, good thing that was like so long ago.
Yeah, we didn't last very long after that.
I wonder why.
Do you have any Valentine's Day? No, you said you've never.
I have never spent a Valentine's Day with anybody, so no.
I bought you flowers today.
She did buy me flowers today, and they're beautiful.
Yeah.
And if her phone didn't die, I would show them to the camera, but no video today.
Oh my God,
By the way,
yeah.
we did promise you guys last week that we would have a video today, and we did try.
We did. We tried really hard.
We got 20 minutes of video before her phone died. And then I think like 10 minutes of those was us setting up. So
Yeah.
No video today.
It's fine. We'll get there.
Yeah, because we didn't realize till we were an hour in, and actually I think we just realized when we were talking about the pickup lines that the video died. So 40 minutes was just gone, and at that point we were not going to re-record.
No, it is. Luckily, it's not 10:30 at night this time. But
yes.
Yeah.
But she's still been here for 6 hours now.
Yeah.
So we are great at this, guys.
Okay, let's talk about another Valentine's thing that just really irks me. Valentine's Day, we've been talking a lot about like the dark side of Valentine's Day, right? Let's talk about Valentine's Day gift giving because I have beef with a very specific, not necessarily Valentine's Day specific gift, but like a gift that has been trending for the last few years.
What is it?
Boo baskets, bay baskets,
Mm.
um, like any basket that you give someone. And the
I
reason,
agree.
the reason that I have beef with them is because I have been doing this for literally my entire life because because I didn't grow up with money. Like I didn't have money to give to people that I wanted to give, like expensive fancy things, right?
Okay.
So my thought was always that I am just going to get them like some of their favorite things. Like I'll get them some of their favorite candy and like a little teddy bear, like a fun toy from Dollar Tree, like something like,
Mm-hmm.
silly gifts like that. I have done that literally before it was a trend, and that's why I have beef with it. Because I started this. Or maybe not started it,
I was
but
gonna say, I don't think you started it.
no, but like I have beef with it. And also, I think that it can sometimes be a little impersonal if
Mm-hmm.
you aren't getting the things that they actually like. Like some of the videos that I watch are like, "Oh, I'm going to put this in here and oh, maybe she'll like this. Oh, maybe he'll like that." Like, I don't know. If you're going to do a bay basket or a boo basket, make sure that your partner actually likes those things and not
I
just
feel
like,
it.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like you were going to say something. You said you agreed. How do you feel about
I I just don't like them. I feel like it's just too much extra work. I
that?
mean, I feel like if you're doing it for your partner, that's fine, but to expect us to do it every Valentine's Day, every Easter, every
Oh.
Halloween now
Oh yeah.
for your kids is just like too freaking much, man.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we grew up in different states. Like I grew up in
Mhm.
Alabama. I grew up half in Ohio, half in Alabama. You grew up New
Here, yeah,
Hampshire
in
and
Michigan.
Michigan.
No, New
Yep.
Hampshire was just a
Okay.
little bit of my adulthood.
Again, we don't talk about our childhood a lot for
Yeah, yeah.
reasons. For reasons. But everywhere I grew up, people always got like baskets like that. So I don't think it's a new thing, and it definitely
Mm.
isn't something you started.
Okay, well, just let me have my moment.
You can have it, girl. You can have it.
Thanks. I
But
just think that
yeah, it's just it was never something that was like big, but now everyone's posting about it. Everyone like always asks me like, "What boo basket did you get for insert child's name here?"
yeah,
None of your nothing. Okay,
right,
she's fine. She got a teddy bear
right,
and candy,
yeah,
and she gave
yeah.
me a headache. So it's an even trade.
Yeah, I suppose it's a little bit different when you have kids. I don't have kids, but
True.
um, yeah, I don't know. I just don't. I mean, it's not that I don't like receiving those things. Like, if you want to get me a boo basket or a bay basket, that's fine. But I just think, I don't know, they just bother me.
You're like, I do it, and I do it better.
Maybe that's the truth. I think that's the truth. I'm not even lying to you. I think that I do it best,
Okay.
and that's just the fact of the matter.
You should just start selling them on Etsy.
No, because they have
They
to
have to
be.
be personal.
Yeah, exactly. They have to be personal. Yeah. Think if you're gonna get me a gift, it has to be like personal. Like you have to know that that's what I want. Don't just give me some random stuff.
I like that. Did you hear on the news about that lady who donated a human skull to Goodwill?
What? No.
It was in Chelsea, so it's kind of close to where we are, but
Sure.
not like
Yeah.
obviously not where we live. Um,
Wow.
yeah, she donated the human skull was hidden in a pile of clothes, so she put the pile of clothes in the donation basket, and then when they went through it, they found the human skull, and they like gave it to the police, and it was like a real human skull.
What?
Yeah, they haven't identified it, who it was or like how old it was yet,
Oh
but
my god. Did she have a husband?
that is a good question.
Wow. That's crazy. Why do you just have a human skull on hand? There's only a few reasons.
I don't know, but they haven't found like the lady was on surveillance camera, but they haven't arrested
Hmm.
her yet. So like they don't.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
That's insane.
I
Imagine just
know.
being the Goodwill like donation bin diver, like making sure everything's
Diver.
good. The worker who has
Yeah,
to unpack that and then, it's just like clothes, clothes, clothes. Human skull?
I crazy,
That's insane.
crazy.
That's so crazy.
Like why there? Like you knew they were gonna go through it. Out of everywhere to put the human skull,
Yeah.
to hide it.
Yeah,
There
and
has to be like something wrong with her.
right.
I mean, obviously something's wrong with her. She has
Right.
a
She
human
has a human
skull.
skull.
But like
Why
to
did you choose to do that?
donate it?
Yeah.
Like
Oh, someone can put this to good use.
I like
Might as
that's
well.
the thing. Like something has to be like mentally wrong with her for her to think that
Yeah.
that was normal for her to just be like,
Yeah.
I'm done with
Put
this.
it
I
in
don't
the
need it
donation.
anymore.
I'm done with this. It's old. I'm not gonna wear it
Halloween is
anymore.
over.
That's horrifying.
I know.
Oh my gosh.
I keep waiting for an update. This happened on the 26th. So like just a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you'll have to keep an eye out for updates because that's
I
crazy.
will, and I will update you guys as the story comes along. But yeah, human skull donated to Goodwill.
Wow.
I'm
Crazy.
glad that they like thought it looked real enough to call the police. Because imagine if someone bought that. Because I would buy if I saw
Yeah.
a realistic looking human head at Goodwill. I'd be like, I need this for Halloween.
Yeah. And
Like,
you would just take it and like put it on your coffee table and be like, look at my
1000% I
decoration.
would. And then my dog would want to go after it, and I would never know why it wanted
Yeah.
it so bad.
Ew, that's crazy.
So,
People are
sorry
weird.
for the morbid end to the Valentine's Day
Yeah.
episode. It says it appears to be an accidental donation with no immediate signs of foul play. Bullshit.
Okay.
I accidentally wrapped a real human head in a
Mhm.
shirt, stuck it in a pile of other clothes, and then put it in a donation bin on
Right.
accident.
Right.
Okay.
Also, how did you come about this human? Like, there's so many questions that need to be asked that I
I know.
feel like just aren't being asked.
It said that the skull has been sent to the University of Michigan for further analysis to determine its origin, and that could take up to 90 days. That's
Okay.
probably why there's no updates yet.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess in 90 days, maybe we'll have an update.
I will keep checking every single day.
I hope they do.
This is her.
I hope it's not just something.
You know her?
No.
She looks a little familiar in this middle picture. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, the middle picture does look a little familiar, but I feel like she kind of looks like Michael Jackson.
She does look a little like Michael Jackson.
Yeah, so that's why I feel like she looks familiar.
She looks a little like Michael Jackson and Caitlyn Jenner mixed.
Yeah.
And that's all for today's episode of Plot Twists and Punchlines. We'd love to shout out our new Patreon members, Kyle in our inner circle,
And John, also in our inner circle.
Follow us on TikTok at plot twist _punchlines pod and on Insta at plot twist _punchlines _podcast. Steph, tell them where they can find you.
You can find me on Instagram at StephSmilesXX and on TikTok at Vessel. That's VESSIIL. What about you?
You can find me on TikTok at Mel of a Time. That's like hell of a time, but with Mel.
If this made you laugh, feel seen, or just forget the world for a minute, we're so glad you're here. Your support means the world to us. If you want to support us by more than just listening, you can follow our Patreon and become part of our inner circle. Choose from 2 different monthly donations, each with their own perks.
Please don't forget to follow, rate, and review because it really helps us out.
And share this with a friend who needs a laugh or a break too.
Come back for more laughs, hot takes, and monthly book talk book chaos. Bye.